Hello! This is a bit of a precursor to the video you are about to watch. Yes, I know my voice sounds weird, but that's because I'm sick, so I sound all nasally, and being expressive takes a lot out of me right now, so I'm just kind of like, dead. Also, please watch the video all the way through before you get mad at me. Thank you. Hello, and welcome to Little Man Cowboys, where we play TF2 even though we have no clue what we're doing. Don't know why you're here, but we're glad you are, and we hope you stay. I'm your only host for today, Aero, and I've got some ranting to do. If you've played TF2 for at least 15 minutes, then I'm sure you've seen this.
No. Whoa.
Maybe you've even done this in your first hour or two of PYRO. We all know what this is. W+M1ing. When a pyro comes from halfway across the map, running in a straight line, holding down that lovely button called mouse 1. It sucks. Like, sucks more than stubbing your pinky toe, because it's dark and you can't see anything in the dark. I mean, why haven't humans developed night vision yet? Half of us are practically nocturnal anyway. Let's be real. If you like our content, you do not have a healthy sleep schedule. Sorry, off topic. But as you can tell, a W+M1 playstyle is just real not cool. Overall, it's just a bad thing. Now the biggest question is, why do people do it? Well, it's simple, my friend. When someone first picks up PYRO and they have no real experience with the class, they see one thing. Woo! Shiny flamethrower go burr and hurt people! They don't know M2 exists. I mean, hell, depending on how new they are, they might not even know that they have other weapons. Not to mention, new players often only use one directional key, and that is W. So, if this baby pyro main only knows two things, how to go forward and how to cause flames, then this is what the pyro will do. And then the baby pyro main sees that they got kills. They're going to keep doing this for a while, even if it ended in them dying. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, or actually you're more likely not wondering, why are there players that are not completely new to the game that also do W+M1? Well, that's even simpler to explain. Drum roll, please! It kills people. It kills a lot of people. Like, you can be extremely experienced and still fall for a flame-happy pyro who only goes in one direction ever. And the pyro doesn't even have to survive to get kills because Afterburn exists and the mercs of TF2 are completely oblivious to Allo. Now you see, this is just a bad way to play pyro, plain and simple. Yes, you get kills sometimes, but you also die quickly after getting those kills. Not to mention, you learn nothing! You get no gaming skill from this. Plus, everyone hates you now, and people are gonna yell and rage, and you might end up crying just a little because you don't understand why you make everyone mad, and it hurts your soul when you start thinking everyone hates you in real life too, and that you're just a bad person, and... Okay, that got a little too real there for a second. Back to the topic at hand. Clearly, I don't like W+M1 playstyle very much. But you know what I hate more? The freaking flog! If you see a pyro with this weapon, you just know it's a bad day. I swear, if I see one more pyro hold their flamethrower over their head and laugh evilly before going on a crit rampage, I will have a stroke. The flog is just the worst pyro weapon out there. Not because it doesn't get kills, but because it teaches a bad playing style. Seriously, we don't want pyros to keep running at us like it's baby's first TF2 game. But the flog just encourages it, because once you fill up that oomph bar, you can basically destroy anyone in your path just by running at them with the oh-so-loved W+M1 button clicked. Because yay! Guaranteed crits! On a flamethrower! That can kill quite a chunk of the classes in a couple seconds anyways. Because it's a constant source of damage, plus afterburn. Actually, who thought this was a good idea? I mean, genuinely, guaranteed crits on a pyro is kind of insane, and granted, yes, you have to fill up that bar and then taunt, but they're invulnerable while taunting, so why? Honestly, this perplexes me. And of course, the one extra downside of the flog. The biggest, most noticeable downside. There's no air blast. No more deflecting rockets. No more extinguishing burning teammates. No more breaking up Ubers. No, no, no. The one feature that made Pyro one of the most team-playing type of classes is taken away. At least if you're gonna WM1 with any other flamethrower, you still have the option to air blast. But no, not with the Flog. Of all of the weapons in TF2, this weapon is the one that encourages one of the worst habits for a player to have, and it genuinely has a very low skill ceiling because there's only really one way to use it. There are other bad weapons in TF2, of course, but in my mind, none compared to the pure evil of the Flog. I swear, if this thing were human, it'd be sitting in a chair with a cat in its lap, just looming menacingly and occasionally laughing evilly as it watches the world burn in front of it. I mean, Pyro already practically does this with the taunt that they do beforehand. Like, how did the developers not know this weapon was pure evil whenever they're designing it, and just the way the taunt looks? I mean, it's the most evil looking taunt. Just, come on, guys. But yeah, WM1 bad. However, all is not lost for you poor hated players with your W and M1 buttons permanently taped down, as there are tons of other weapons that can help you break this habit. Sometimes as small as switching to your secondary or your melee can help you out a lot. Now I know some people have issues with almost all of Pyro's weapons, and even Pyro as a class, actually. Poor guy. Just wanted to spread their rainbow fire to people. But most of Pyro's weapons are actually pretty neat. Let's just go through a few of them. So, you've got the Backburner, which when combined with other things such as the Jetpack or the Power Jack can be used to encourage a more flank-based playstyle by giving you crits whenever you hit people's backs. So you get to ambush people rather than run straight at them. Or perhaps use that handy-dandy Gas Passer in order to cause guaranteed burn damage if anyone hits a gasoline-covered merc. You can use the Flare Gun or the Scorch Shot to hit people from a long distance. Or maybe pull out that shotgun sometimes to finish people off from a little further away after you've got them mostly down from fire damage. Actually, while we're here, Scorch Shot. Why on earth is it so hated? There's generally some cool things that you can learn to do with this weapon, and unlike the evil Flog, there's actually a pretty high skill ceiling. It's got knockback as an alternate option to the air blast to do things such as stop charging demos or break an Ubered medic from their friend. You can destroy stickies with it, which is just downright helpful. Plus you can blast jump with it. It just seriously makes me so sad that such a cool weapon can be so utterly hated by so many people. There are so many other cool weapons and playstyles too that I just haven't bothered to name yet, but yet so many people go with the WM1 playstyle, even though a lot of people hate it. And honestly, in my opinion, it's the least fun way to play Pyro. So clearly, long story short here, WM1 bad. WM1 always bad in every single circumstance that can come along and should never ever be used. In fact, maybe we should just take away the left mouse button from Pyro so that they can never WM1 in their life, right? Right! Actually, no. Not at all. Believe it or not, as much as a WM1 playstyle is hated, there are points in time where WM1 is actually a really good tool if used right. You see, my friends, let's go over the difference between WM1 and a WM1 playstyle. Because some people seem to think that when I go on about how much I hate WM1, I mean Pyro should never walk forward with their flamethrower. But that's not the case. There are so many times where this can actually come in handy. If you ambush a crowd with your flames, you'll cause mass amounts of damage, and you're even sometimes able to stop a push all on your own. Or if you're in the middle of a fight with someone, obviously you're going to chase after them if they try to run away. Even spy checking can technically be called WM1ing. But in all of those examples, and many others that I just didn't name, it can actually be very useful, because your flamethrower does a ton of damage. Like, more damage to those players than my father does to my self-esteem. Plus, it's your primary weapon. So, of course, there are going to be times where you run at people with those flames a-blaring. But a good Pyro knows the time and place to do this, rather than just doing it the entire game. WM1ing overall is not bad, it's the playstyle that is. If the only thing you ever do is W+M1, then you got a syndrome I call all kill, no skill. But the thing is, you don't even get that many kills. If you're running straight into half the team without a real plan, you will surely get killed quickly. And sure, you might take down that pesky scout, but the rest of the team is still all good to go. And you did basically nothing before dying besides be a bit of a nuisance to the other team. And so many other playstyles are better because they have a much higher skill ceiling and are more rewarding to learn because of this. In the end, put away that flog. Seriously, I don't want to see that thing again. Like, if I end up on another team with 4 flog pyros just spawn camping and running at the other team, I will piss not only my pants, but your pants too. Anyways, congratulations to you, the viewer of this video. You have officially wasted your time watching this. Though before you leave, I've got a question for you. What's your opinion on this? I've seen a lot of different takes depending on what class someone mains and all that, and I think it's pretty interesting. So, please rant to me about how much you hate or love, or how much you honestly couldn't care about W+M1. I'm down for some debates on my points in the comment section, so don't be shy to tell me how much of an idiot you think I am. Have a great day, night, evening, whatever time it is, and goodbye.